Hello and welcome back to The Wi-Fi is Out with me, Double T, and my friend.
Arrows, right over here.
We are here today to talk about the new Bowser movie.
That's valid. That's very valid, considering he was the main character, honestly, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Especially because Jack Black just is Bowser, and it was fantastic.
He was the best voice.
But anyway, the actual movie was the Super Mario Brothers movie?
No, just...
It was just... I thought it was Super Mario Brothers, or was it just Super Mario movie?
I swear it's a Super Mario movie.
Either way, the new Mario movie that came out not too long ago, we saw it, and honestly, I think I can speak for both of us when I say that we absolutely loved that movie. Fantastic. You agree?
Oh, yeah.
To start off with, the animation was what we expected it to be.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really think it'd be anything else. The voice actors, I think the majority of them did a spot-on, amazing job with their characters. But I can't say that I agreed with all of them. Probably just because of, personal bias.
There's only one that I didn't like.
Which was?
Seth Rogen.
Really? I loved Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
It was just his voice.
Oh, man, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it fit. Jack Black was absolutely perfect. I don't, off the top of my head, remember the names for Peach and Luigi. But I thought they did good. I still, without bias, removing the bias going into the movie, assuming that everyone would do a good job, I still didn't prefer Chris Pratt's Mario. I thought it was good compared to what the trailers were originally showing us, but I just didn't prefer it.
Well, at least they explained in the movie why he sounds different.
They didn't. They did a good job. Plus, you even got to see Jumpman, who for a couple seconds was there for the whole Wahoo part, was voice acted by the original Mario voice actor.
Whoa, spoilers. You didn't say spoiler warning.
If you guys are watching this, it's been out for what, a few... I'm not gonna give a timeline for how long the movie's been out since we're recording this, but by the time you guys are watching this, it's been a while since the movie's been out, and if you haven't seen it, I really don't know what else to tell you. Go and see it. Watch it in theaters.
Just
it was
say
worth
spoiler
it.
warning.
No, never.
It's just 2 words. Say it.
Never. You already said it. You already said it for the episode. But anyway, where do you want to start off with in the movie?
We are going to start off with all the Easter eggs. We're going to name off every single one right now.
Okay, I already started off with Jumpman, so good luck.
No, there was so many of those.
I could even go into the whole fact that the DK Kingdom had the carts versus the Toad Kingdom having the carts was because the original release of carts in the what would be the Mario universe was originally installed through a DK game. I don't know the exact name of the game off the top of my head, but originally they were the first ones to have the carts in the video game franchise, and were the first ones to have the carts in the movie. There you go. There's a second Easter egg. Where's yours?
Oh, that was just a bit.
I figured. But I had to prove that I knew information there because it was funny.
Duck Hunt. Kid Icarus.
Even if you look back at it, Mario and Luigi's dad and uncle in the movie were originally characters from one of the super old Zelda games that you see for a tiny bit or so as well. So that was a pretty cool Easter egg.
Let's get on to the fun parts.
Okay. Well, I proved my point there that I knew a lot about the backstory of some of the Mario events in the movie.
I just noticed the pretty ducks hunts.
Okay,
around.
So where do you want to officially start?
I really loved how they incorporated 2D sections in the movie.
Okay. Explain a little further.
When they're running to their first job as plumbers, it turns into a 2D section.
Yeah, it turned into that 2D platform where they were jumping, helping each other. You had Mario, who is, the brother that's more experienced in life, was essentially helping Luigi trying to get through because Luigi is more timid, and they showed that brilliantly. There is so much to talk about in this movie. You have all of your original music tracks, well, not necessarily music track, but music bits, for example, when he grows from the mushroom, when they take when you take the the tubes around, like the pipes, you take those around, you get the star. Like every single little musical bit from the games was revamped in the movie, and you could immediately tell what it was.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot, and I'm not one of those music people that listens to that all the time, but I just heard it everywhere.
Yeah, all the iconic sounds from every power-up he grabbed, every action they took. It was honestly fantastic. I caught onto it so early on, and I was like pumped in the theater. I was like doing a little
I
little
think I
jig.
read they had 150 music.
I think so, yeah. Right around that number, if not more, honestly. They did a great job of not only representing, the main characters, Mario, Luigi, like Donkey Kong, Bowser, making them individualized, but even Toad himself, and like giving us a specific Toad to zone in on and be like, that is the main Toad. That is the Toad that we will see, that's essentially the main Toad from all the video games. And they did a perfect job on singling one out.
I just wish they kept the voice for him.
I liked the voice actor.
I think it would have been funny for him to be like annoying sounding the entire time.
I think the problem with that, which I don't disagree with you, but I think the issue would have been is people just from Toad's voice alone would have left the movie theater because it would have been that obnoxiously bad. I think Keegan-Michael Key did a great job of not only getting Toad's voice down, but not making it so overly obnoxiously annoying that people wanted to leave. Plus, he was like the only adventurous Toad. All the rest were you just saw all throughout the kingdom, and that was it. You didn't really see him leave or anything. There was nothing on that.
I do feel like they left out important bits to Toad.
Yeah, I mean,
He just shows up. They just accept he's a different Toad, and that's it. Don't really explain why he's different from the other scaredy cat Toads.
it almost, because he definitely wasn't an outcast, but it almost seemed like he didn't necessarily want to be inside of the kingdom at all times.
Yeah. That's why I think a secret Bowser spy would have been a good.
Oh, a secret Bowser spy, really?
Yeah.
That's how Bowser got all of his information. That's why you hear, like you would normally in the games, be like, oh, your princess is in another castle.
There was multiple points in the movie where Bowser was finding out about Mario, and it's like, who's telling him this stuff? There was only one other person with Mario and Peach.
I mean, you have a valid point there, but he also has like eyes in the skies. He has flying Koopas. He has I don't even know what they're called, but the guys that fly on the clouds. He has all access to all of those guys. So I mean, but it's a good theory. It's a good theory, and I definitely could see it being a thing in the second movie. I will say, storyline wise, they actually did a good job at creating a storyline of like how they ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and what the actual like enemy was. What their goal was.
I think the story is like my least favorite part about it.
Why so?
Because it was just typical Mario. Like, we knew somebody was going to get kidnapped. They had to go find them. Battle Bowser. That was it.
I mean, understandable, but you have to start somewhere. There has to be an origin story for if they're doing an official, like, this is going to be what they focus on Mario-wise. Because they also left it open. Like, not only did you have, like, the actual story be, I think, pretty on par for, like, what you would expect from a Mario movie. If anything, I wasn't even expecting it to be this structured. My expectation going in was, okay, we're just going to see Mario jumping around. He's already in the kingdom. They're going to go beat Bowser, save Peach. That's it. But they did a great job at introducing the brothers in their own actual, like, in the actual real world to them. How they were trying to save their city and screwed up so bad they ended up in an alternate world, and got separated in the process. So the whole goal was Mario just trying to save Luigi.
I will say I did like that part where Luigi was the kidnapped princess this time.
Versus that just doing Peach as per usual and then allowing Peach to show Mario how the world works.
Yeah.
Now, something I think could happen that I'm excited for, and we probably won't get, but if we do, it'd be amazing, was the original first castle that Luigi gets sucked to. I really felt like, upon seeing the insides, that could be Luigi's Mansion. Now, I know it's a castle, not necessarily a mansion, but the interior design was that of a mansion. It had, like, I don't even know how to describe it other than the carpeted floor. So it was like the long red carpet going down the stairs into the center room, very wooden structures.
The voice actor did say he wanted to do a Luigi's Mansion movie.
And I think it would be such a good idea.
And with the fact that this movie is doing so well in the box office, they're going to make more movies.
I have a question, though. Would it be better for them to do a Luigi's Mansion movie where he goes through, he builds up his courage, he essentially finds himself a braver version of himself so that in another movie he could help Mario versus, being just the kidnapped damsel? Or they do a TV show of Luigi's Mansion where it's the same thing. He goes through, he gets more of a sense of courage, but have the official second movie be based like after that, where he already has this courage and he then gets to use it.
Oh no, you don't want TV shows.
You don't want a TV show?
Animated movies. Most of the time they don't even become canon.
I mean, true, but I think it'd be easier, but I guess I'm not sure. I'm 50-50 on either way, as long as we get a Luigi's Mansion, and it's specifically focusing on Luigi finding courage, whereas the first movie was him not really.
I truly think we're going to get a Donkey Kong movie and a Luigi movie, plus another Mario movie.
I'd be so down for a Donkey Kong movie. Now, something I did want to talk about with Donkey Kong, though, is it's mentioned in the movie, and I found this out. Well, I found out this theory through, like, some side research. But in the movie, Donkey Kong refers to Cranky Kong as his dad, when in reality, through the games, he's actually his grandpa, because Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong who was in the video games where he was throwing the barrels at Jumpman at the time before he was officially Mario. Then as he ages, Cranky Kong gives birth, or with his significant other, has Donkey Kong Jr., who then has the current character that we know as Donkey Kong. So it's to my belief that essentially the reason they said that Cranky Kong was his father versus his grandpa is to eliminate the Donkey Kong Jr. in the middle, which would just confuse a lot of people, because they'd be like, well, if he's Donkey Kong Jr., then he'd be, Donkey Kong's kid, not his dad. And then kind of have that whole weird, like, well, he's not, and have to explain it through the games and stuff. So I feel like they just tried to simplify it for the masses of people who may not know that.
Yeah.
And we even got to see Diddy Kong, which was insane.
Oh, yeah, and that was awesome. Plus the DK rap.
Yeah, we got the DK rap, the original DK rap, which it turns out, so the guy who created the rap, who actually wrote that rap, said it was one of his most hated things he's ever made, especially considering it was a video game rap. And he's like, if he ever had been told beforehand that it was going to be in one of these like $1 billion animation production movies, he would have been losing his mind upon hearing that. He wouldn't have believed it.
I do know they did not credit him.
No, they didn't at all, which was kind of frustrating because I feel like that was his rap. He made it. They may have like added a little more to it, but still his rap.
What about the go-kart scene?
I absolutely loved it, man. It was so good. Seeing Rainbow Road on the big screen, even if it's not exactly, one-to-one of the Rainbow Roads I'm used to, it was so good. What was your favorite part about it?
Where he jumps off of the Rainbow Road to get onto a lower piece, and is like, speedrun strats.
Speedrun stretch. It was so good. I love that it was just carts just crashing into each other. And normally in Mario Kart games, when you hit someone, you just bumps them off the side or you bump them around a little bit. This was just the full destruction of what actually would be a Super Mario Kart game. Like a Mario Kart game of just vehicles blowing up. People having to get onto vehicles with other people. It was great. I really hope we get more of that in the future because I'm excited. Even just a Mario Kart movie? No.
Oh, whoa there. We don't want like Mario Tennis movie or Mario Golf.
Mario versus Sonic at the Olympic Games,
Oh, no, that's different. That's a crossover. That would be fun.
Crossover, that would be entertaining. Oh, okay, I see how it is. I will say, if they're going to do a second movie, which I hope they do. They could do the Luigi's Mansion, but I would love to see the introduction of like Wario and Waluigi.
That is the main theory right now, since Bowser is locked up.
Which what was the name of the one dude from their world? The other mechanic that they left his
Spike.
Spike. Okay. Spike could turn into Wario, maybe, because of Mario and Luigi being so successful and saving the world and da-da-da-da-da. He just becomes like really grumpy and drink like an alcoholic in his apartment and like loses his height because he's so like big, and then he just becomes angry.
I mean, I guess,
because I really just don't see two rival plumbers appearing out of nowhere off of that movie.
I think that's literally how it happens.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know enough about how they appear in the storyline other than they're just there.
All I know is no matter what, Waluigi will never get into Smash.
Oh, my heart. My heart. Him being an assist trophy doesn't count. He needs to be an actual character. You have every other Mario character in the game, in that freaking game. You even have Diddy Kong.
Piranha Plant is more important than Waluigi.
Oh, man, it hurts. What's next? Bullet Bill? Bullet Bill's going to be in the game and still not Waluigi. It's going to be an entire roster of nothing but Mario characters, and the only character not in there is Waluigi. It hurts.
You know what I want?
What?
A Donkey Kong game now.
Okay.
With Mario power-ups. Because this was the first time we ever saw a fire Donkey Kong.
And a fire? No, Peach is in other games you can play as, right? When you can grab
Yeah.
the fire power-up. But yeah, I was so excited about that. I really hope we get a game like that. I don't know what the storyline would be, but they could just do something where it's a Mario game, but instead of Mario, it's just DK and Diddy Kong. Instead of Mario and Luigi, and you're going against Bowser. Or one of other DK's enemies that I just don't know about. Wait, isn't King K. Rool?
That's his bad
enemy?
guy.
Okay, it's his bad guy. So yeah, they go against him. That would be fantastic. I'd play the game. Possibly. I think you'd play. You'd tell me all about it, and then maybe I'd play.
Oh yeah, I'm the Nintendo player.
Yeah, you're more Nintendo than I am. So something that I thought of that I'm excited for, and you may not be as excited for, depending, is DK grabbed the power up. Okay. So did Peach. We got to see a couple of the power ups, mainly the Fire Flower. We got to see the Tanuki tail or leaf, I think, or whatever.
Yeah.
There's more like a flying raccoon. We got to see the cat suit. But that could be a good introduction between this movie and Sonic and Detective Pikachu about how power-ups, might look if they did a Super Smash Bros. Universe.
This movie was animated. Sonic's not.
Sonic himself was animated, so was Knuckles and Tails.
That's like a different type of animation.
I mean, to be fair, so is Mr. Game & Watch compared to Pikachu in the actual game.
Yeah, but you're talking video games.
So is Samus compared to Toon Link. So
I think you're
could
stretching.
Easily see it happening. Yeah, but the difference in animation between the real world and these animated movies is the same as the realistic animation for like Samus or Mario and Mr. Game & Watch cartoon self.
Well, I hate agreeing with you, but all those Easter eggs that we saw,
Yeah.
did you know we didn't see any for Samus, Kirby, Link at all?
No, I didn't know specifically which ones we didn't see.
As far as I can tell, there were none. So, they didn't use them as cartoon references, possibly because they want to make this universe.
Oh, like make an actual Super Smash Bros. Universe, and because the characters wouldn't necessarily know each other, they can't add Easter eggs into the worlds of each other until after they've come out with the official movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I would absolutely love to have Super Smash Bros. Universe to get all the different movies, and just to see what Master Hand would look like animated in a fight scene.
Isn't he just a hand?
He is, but it's Master Hand. It's the big bad of Super Smash Bros. It's a fantastic fight in the game just to play and to see what they would do just alone on the big screen. Oh, it would be great.
Does he do traps?
That I'm not sure.
Like, does he use bait? Like, master?
No, don't you. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. No, absolutely not. How dare. I can't believe that was a setup, and I almost fell for it because I was like, wait, does he? Oh, shoot, I can't remember. Wait, no. No, he doesn't. He has the power of creation, so technically yes, but no. How dare. All I know is if they come out with a Metroid movie and like a Legend of Zelda movie and a Kirby movie, we have to go because they're going to be so entertaining. And the second I see any of those announced, it's confirmed. At that point, I'm confirming it in my own mind that we're getting a Super Smash Bros. Universe. And people are going to either really, really love it or it's going to be the worst thing we've ever seen in cinematic history.
Kirby movie would be wild. He doesn't talk, right?
No, he doesn't. So they would. It's essentially going to be like one of the really old, like, silent films. All you hear is the noise. But no, there's characters in his universe that talk. They're like King Dedede talks.
I think, yeah, they do.
It's sort of like other characters, just not Kirby specifically. So they're going to have to build some sort of supporting role to him. Because doesn't he have does he have a companion or anything that like is familiar?
It depends
like
on the game.
The stars.
Depend on the game.
Okay, I'm sure though what they could do is use like Lumine, right? The stars Lumine.
Yeah, but that's Mario. His stars are different.
Oh, okay.
Like, for example, the latest game had him with, I think his name was Elfin,
Okay.
who turned out to be like the god of chaos, who tried to destroy the two worlds.
Oh yeah, because isn't Kirby's whole thing is he just kills gods?
Yeah,
he's basically Kratos.
yeah, it gets super crazy at the end of it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, if we get a Meta Knight, oh man, a Kirby versus Meta Knight fight would be ridiculous. I'm really hoping this becomes a thing. I don't care which movie comes out next, as any of them come out, it's confirming this.
Would you say it would be the Peaches?
It would be the Peaches.
Don't start singing it.
But it's such a good song. It was so beautifully written. Did you know that it's in the same key of a certain other song where you can get rolled to?
No.
It is, though. You guys should look it up. I believe a guy named Rick sings it. He really likes to roll. But anyway.
Oh, was that a setup?
That was a setup, but you didn't fall for it, so I'm proud of you, but maybe some of the listeners did.
See, we're both too stupid.
We really are sometimes.
And these go over our heads.
We come up with really stupid things that we're too stupid to understand, and I love it. But it's also just like, God damn it. Anything else stand out about the movie, though? I think, aside from the ending where the bad turtle goes in the jar, I think it was fantastic.
A lot of teases to, like, Galaxy.
Oh, Super Mario Galaxy?
Yeah. That might be what the next movie goes.
It could. I mean, to be fair, they left the movie completely open-ended. I was interested in if they were going to close it off or leave it open-ended to do another one, and the fact that they left it open-ended like shows that they have enough faith in people actually enjoying the movie now that it's out and we're not just looking at the trailers, which were kind of okay but not really showing off the movie great.
Whoever did the trailers had it out for Chris Pratt.
They did him so dirty. He sounded way better in the movie than he did in the trailers, but I still didn't prefer him.
It is me, Mario. Woohoo!
It's me, Star-Lord. Here we go. Or
It's
here
like-
we come, right? Like,
It's Mushroom Kingdom. Here we come.
Yeah,
I was like,
like-
but I never saw those moments in the movie. It's like,
no, they were better in the movie. They were like, his voice was actually good. It sounded, once they kind of explained it, sounded like, okay, like I could see Mario doing that.
yeah, whoever did the trailers had it out for him.
Yeah, they did him so dirty. It's not even funny. Like, if the trailers were the thing that were holding you back from watching this movie, ignore the trailers. They don't exist in this movie. It's worth the watch, even if you don't prefer it.
I think that's about it.
That covers it. But look forward.